Welcome back to Queens on Queens. I am your host, Nate Clark, along with my co-host, Shayna B.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm tired as shit.
Yeah. Look, I was getting ready to say it's been a long week, but hell, it's only Tuesday. Okay.
That's what I literally said that to Jaquay earlier today. I was like, this week has worn me out, and it's only been
It's
two
only
days.
2 days. Oh my gosh, yo. Oh, it's been
It's crazy.
it's just been that kind of week already. And it's only day
I
2.
know it. But
Mm.
let's, you know, get into it.
Let's get it.
I can't
I'm
even
ready.
form a fucking sentence.
It's okay. You get it out.
So, what have you heard lately on the streets?
With the streets. That's so funny. I had okay. So I know I sent you something earlier about Amir from Martha's Vineyard.
Mhm.
He said with the podcaster, I can't give you the person's name because I do not recall what their name is, who he sat with and had an interview. But in a nutshell, he was talking about one, I guess he's wanting his girlfriend to come or be casted or whatever the case may be. And if she doesn't, I'm assuming that he may not come back.
That's what it sounded like to me.
And I'm okay with it. We
I
don't
am
want her.
too.
We don't want
We
her.
don't want. Mm-mm.
We don't want her. We don't want her. Mm-mm.
Why that's kept? We don't really want you no more either. The way you been acting with her.
Right. Like, oh, you being like you're not. I don't know. He's not being a man's man. I don't. I mean, I don't know.
I just,
Maybe that. Maybe I shouldn't have said in that sense. I don't know how I want to put it, but I see that she runs all over him, and he don't stop it in a sense.
mhm.
So, but we'll get into that
I
tidbit when we
just,
talk about that portion of
yeah,
our
I really
podcast.
want her gone. I don't.
Yeah, I don't like her there, and it's only been a
If
weekend.
she,
I feel like she's been there too freaking long.
if she becomes a full time cast member next year, it's gonna take away the joy of watching that
Right,
show for
because
me
I
personally.
feel that with them and this show is more of yes, they do have their issues. They talk about it and then they come, to a solution, whether it be good or bad. And they get through it and they continue to enjoy it. But I feel like if they bring her on, it's just messiness. And we don't need that with them. Period. You know what I'm saying?
But we'll get into the reasons why when we cover that show in a little while.
Yes. Yes, we will.
You got any other hot tea?
Um, I'm still constantly seeing a lot of things from Real Housewives of New Jersey with Teresa and Jennifer Aiden and them putting things out there. And I'm just like, what is really going on? Is this really happening? Are people just saying this? Like, what is it? I'm sick. I'm tired. But honestly, can't nobody make me not like Teresa. I'm sorry. I don't care.
I don't even know what you're referring to this time.
Well, it's just still the whole what was leaked by their pod for what's that Melissa's old nose. It's still a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff
Well,
off
that
of
was a
that.
Twitter account, but yeah.
Okay, it's a bunch of different still things from that going down.
Okay.
So
While we're talking about New Jersey gossip, so Teresa did an interview and they asked her if she's going to bring her podcast back with Melissa Feaster, who was her
okay,
co-host on that show. And she said that they're not going to be doing a podcast together anymore. And when she was asked why, it's like, we just went into two different directions in our lives. Like, Melissa's pregnant. She's, focusing on having her baby and all that kind of stuff. But
mm,
she said that she has an announcement to make soon. So we're assuming that she might have a new co-host for the podcast or have another project or something.
right, okay.
But I've heard on Twitter like a week or two ago that Melissa was saying that they were coming back.
Well, I guess we have to wait and see what's
But
happening.
I don't know Teresa to be a liar.
Right.
So,
I don't know
and
if
I don't know
Teresa.
Melissa like that. So
hmm Right.
I
We
don't
don't know
think
what that's happening.
And I know there was speculation that Melissa was in cahoots with all these Twitter accounts to try to take down Teresa.
Right.
But I feel like if that was confirmed, then Teresa would say, "No, we fell out for whatever reason, and so we're not going to work like that." I don't think it should be all nice about it like that.
Right. I don't think she was sugarcoated, like what you're saying
Right.
is okay. Well, yeah,
But
I could see that.
it's just more confusion.
It's so confusing. I'm like, oh my gosh, what now?
Mhm.
But anyways, those are the only two things besides the things that you sent me. But you can talk about it now.
So we have an official cast finally for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I am
Fine.
so excited. I can't wait for them to film. I can't wait to watch the show. I think they really got it together this time. So we know Portia Williams and Kenya Moore are coming
Yes.
back.
Yes.
We have it confirmed that Drew Sidora is coming back,
Yes.
and that Shamia Morton, who has been a friend of off and on for a while, she is coming, but she's finally going to be a full-time cast
Yes.
member. And
Yes.
I'm most excited about her because it's been talk in the past about making her a full-time wife, but I
Mhm.
believe her husband didn't want her to do it full-time. So I'm interested to see if that rumor was true and how he feels about it now. Like, whether they'll show him or if it was just like, okay, you can do it, but I won't. But
Right.
I really like Shamia, so I'm excited to see her.
Well, I'm excited for this cast shakeup. I know they got what, two, three
They have
new,
three new
three new
people:
ones. Uh huh.
Angela Oakley, some athlete wife, some lady named Kelly on the Food Network or something like that.
Yeah, she does.
Um,
You know,
some lady named Brittany. I don't know her. But
right.
they all look beautiful.
They do. Yes, I'm very excited. But you know what? Now that we're talking about this, because I know you said it earlier, I wonder what Sheree's doing now.
Now, Sheree got fired for the third time.
Mm.
This is the third time she's been let go from the Real Housewives of
They need
Atlanta.
to just let her go and leave it alone. Don't bring her back.
Right. Like, at that point, why would you even want to come back?
Come back, right. After the first time, okay, we're good. I don't need to come back no more. I'm good.
But after the first time you get fired, I can see coming back. It's like, they cycle out people. After the second time, it's like, okay, stop playing with my emotions.
Well, hopefully she stay gone. I'm fine with that. Ah,
But do you want to know something funny, though, that I didn't notice until I looked at Twitter?
what?
The last season's reunion, Sheree, Marlo, um, what's that name? The Jamaican,
Uh-oh.
Tanya,
Sonya, okay.
and cousin Courtney were all on the
But then,
same couch,
I was getting ready to say,
and
were they
that
all
whole
sitting
couch is gone.
God. I'm about to say, were they all sitting on the same side or something? Because I knew that's what you was getting ready to say. That's
They was
crazy.
all sit on the same reunion couch. Now whole fucking couch is gone.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and Cynthia Bailey is back, but as a friend
Friend
of,
of. And
which I think is perfect for her.
I was wondering if she was gonna come back because we've seen her a few times on Beverly Hills.
Hmm.
So yeah. Okay, she's a little dibble and dabble here. Okay,
Yeah,
Cynthia, do your thing, honey. I know
I
that's
think
right.
she's a great friend of.
I think she is too, but who would she come back as a friend of though? Who would that be?
She's
Who is
friends
that?
with Kenya.
Oh, she is friends with Kenya.
Yeah, that's her girl.
Okay.
Hmm.
I didn't know it was like that, but okay.
Yeah. Also, I've heard some stuff about Housewives of Orange County. I don't know if you've heard.
Oh my, was it about Jen
Yes.
and her and Ryan?
Beyonce. Yep.
Beyonce. I saw a glimpse of it and I was like, what does this mean? Like, what is happening? What's going on? Something with the gambling scheme or something like that?
Yeah.
They,
I'm not too bright on legal cases like that.
I'm not very fluent in it either, but go ahead.
But so for all I know is he's involved in a huge gambling ring.
Mm-hmm.
over there in California, like millions of dollars being passed around, and I don't know if it's a criminal case or a lawsuit. I want to say it might be criminal. I don't know.
Right.
But so the Housewives of Orange County had already stopped filming when this broke, and like every other show, they brought them cast and crews and cameras right back and
And
started
pick it
filming
right back
again.
up so you can see what's going on. Right. Mm-hmm.
hmm And
Yeah.
then Tamara was
Was
filming
talking to,
for this
yeah.
and wore a hat that said FBI. And so Jen retaliated and took a picture of herself in a hat that says trash.
Oh,
So clearly they're not going to be friends next year.
not at all. Not at all. Boy, yeah, I saw that this morning. I was like, what? And then I had to tap on to see what scandal it was or whatever this case may be. And I was like, oh wow, gambling? Okay. Mm, man, that's crazy.
I
Orange County gonna be good this
believe,
season.
I think so too.
Oh yeah.
I really do think so.
I'm ready for it.
But I believe that's all I have, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's all I've got too. That's all I got. Hmm.
Well, let's get into it because we finally are able to
Finally,
talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. And
Huntsville.
to be honest with you, that's the only show I care about right now.
I'm
So
gonna be
wherever
honest
you want
too.
to start, you can start. But
I started last time. Where you want to start?
um, okay, well let's start off with let's get Beverly Hills and New
Okay.
Jersey out the way because that's not much to say on either one of those.
It's really not. I know Beverly Hills. They had a dinner, family dinner, and they sat down and they talked with the girls about what was going on. Um, with Mauricio and Kyle. Um, that pretty much for me was the show for me. Other than that, there wasn't anything else happening.
I
On
don't
the
remember anything else, honestly.
because I really was gonna sit and quickly like skim through and watch it, but I just remember that being the meat of the show right
Yeah,
there.
and I just love that we see this perspective on this show versus the Real Housewives. Because
You're
on
right.
the Housewives, things were clearly, I don't want to say fake, but it felt more fake. And this one felt more real. Like we got what the real deal with this going on.
Right.
So,
But like when we were sitting down watching it, said to you, I was like, I feel like this Kyle just runs in circles and she never really answers anything. But that's just her. She's always gonna be that way. So I mean, I understand there's lots of things that you don't want to talk about on camera, and I get it. But for me, she just doesn't show a lot of emotion at all when it comes to this situation. So
I think
yeah.
that it just it made Real Housewives look bad though.
Hmm.
Because this show was filmed
Bef-
before they went back and filmed extra footage because of Kyle and Mauricio's separation and everything. And so
mm-hmm.
you see in this episode 8, that Kyle is telling the family, "Oh, I'm going to have to go back and shoot more scenes because if something like this happens, they want to add more to the season, blah, blah, blah." And so
Right.
now I'm thinking back to the season finale of Housewives of Beverly Hills, where she's like crying to Erica, and then they had this big family sit down, and she's crying to the girls, and some of the girls are crying. And I'm like, are y'all acting? Because y'all literally
Right.
just had this conversation.
Just had it, and I feel there was no tears or anything. Not that I
No,
saw when they had
I
that
didn't see
conversation.
shit.
I didn't see anything either.
So I'm just
I
like,
saw grown people having adult conversations with their children, and that's just what
right.
we see. So yeah.
So
Um,
that makes me side eye
hmm.
Housewives of Beverly Hills now because I'm like, nah, and you know, Cal is an actress,
We know. We know.
not an award-winning actress, but she does act. But that's
Not
all I
award
got for that show.
that's all I got too. Like I said, I think that right there was the meat and potatoes of that show.
Mhm. And then over in Housewives of New Jersey, I feel like we really haven't gotten in deep with anything yet.
We have not. I think this episode honestly was very subtle and calmer than the last one. Even though the last one wasn't that wild and crazy either, I think this was a lot more subtle. So, like you said, we haven't gotten to anything yet. I see that there was conversation between Teresa and Jen Fessler, and the other ladies that are not Teresa fans did not like it at all. That lady grown, she can be friends with whoever the fuck she want to be friends with. Let it go.
Right. I think
Let it go.
it's very telling between how Teresa and Jen Aiden were talking to Danielle when Danielle was brought out her being friends with Rachel, and Teresa was like, "Be friends with whoever you want to be
I want
friends
to
with. I'm
be
not going
friends
to tell
with.
you that, like,
Right,
it's all cool." And then you got these other women who's supposed to be like more mature, playing high school, like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she's talking to her."
right. And that's how I feel with them. I was like, I feel so much negativity from you guys' perspective as how bad you all make Teresa look, and like she's this horrid individual and nobody can be friends with her, or if they friends with her, you're not gonna be friends with her. And like Teresa did say to Danielle when they were out, she was like, you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. I can't tell you who not to be friends with. And that's
Right.
how it's supposed to be. This is why I don't do
Especially if you're on an ensemble cast and you know you're going to be filming with the rest of the cast at some
right,
point.
right. Like when Jen and Teresa sat down, they were talking about there was a meeting with Margaret, Melissa, Joe. I can't remember who else was there before the last reunion. What is that all about? Please enlighten me.
Okay, so the last season reunion, you
Hmm.
had on one team Margaret, Rachel, Melissa, Jen Fessler. I want to say Jackie. Uh, she was there for like 2 seconds, but
Right.
that was basically the team.
Okay.
And what happened, what's being alleged, well, not even alleged, what happened is that they all got to Margaret's house before the reunion. They were saying, okay, if we get hit with this, we're going to hit them back
Hit
with
with
this. We
this.
got this to say. We got all this ammo to use against them, blah, blah, blah. So Teresa was told that, there was a plan, there was a meeting to take her
Right.
and Louis down.
Hmm.
Dolores said it wasn't that big of a deal because there's always like some kind of meeting before a reunion just to get like things hash out with your
That's
friends or
just
whatever.
right.
Which I feel is understandable. Like I would probably want to do some shit like that too.
Hmm.
So then she said that she heard that Jana Fessler said you guys didn't execute the plan correctly. So she confronted Jen about that, and Fessler told her, she was like, "That's not exactly what I said. What I said was y'all had all this evidence, recordings, brought out this envelopes, whatever. You didn't show
You
shit."
didn't show anything. Right. Okay. I know I heard that part. So I was what were they my question is what were they waiting for them to say so they could show them this evidence? But they was talking. I mean,
Right,
Teresa was what she said. Joe was saying, I mean, not Joe, sorry. Louis was saying what he said, and nothing was happening over here on the other side. I'm like,
right.
so
And
is it
that's
all?
what Jen was saying. She was like, y'all brought this stuff and you didn't even use it. Like, what the fuck is up? So I
Right.
think Jen's mind is starting to work, and she's like, "Oh, y'all fucking playing. I'm gonna get with the winning team."
Mm-hmm. Right. She said she ain't got no problem with Teresa. She nice to her. Okay.
Yeah,
And she is. She ain't got no problem with her.
and she is. I loved
Hmm.
watching that scene between Teresa and Fessler because it just showed how mature
Right.
Teresa can
Maturity.
be when she wants to be.
Right. And she can go left whenever she needs to go left.
Right, and it just proves that like if you don't fuck with her, she's not gonna fuck with you because she could have came in there like, "What the fuck did you say? What did you mean by that? Whatever." But instead, she's like, "Listen, I like you. I heard this comment. I just want to understand like what was meant by that."
Hmm.
And the same with Fessler, she did the same thing. She's like, "I like you too. I don't have a problem with you, but I've heard you said some things. Can you clarify that? Because if you said it the way I think you said it, it's gonna be a problem." And
Right.
so it was a very grown woman conversation, which I like
Conversation.
to see that.
Right. I like to see that too. Not that catty mouse stuff, but like I said, we just see episode 2 in, so we'll see how the rest of the season goes. Mm. Uh, anyways. Let me just say something. When
Okay.
Teresa has started on New Jersey, because I've been there since day one. Now I did take a hiatus break on, watching reality because I didn't have all that stuff. But I've always been a fan favorite of Teresa, and for me, she has changed. When I started watching with you, knowing her from then and now, I'm just like, this is a different lady. She's definitely different. She was always throwing tables and glasses and I mean, all of that. She has changed so much. And then for Margaret, and I believe this is what she said, she hasn't changed a bit. Who are we talking about? Who are you talking about?
Well,
Huh?
she will still flip some shit though, because he was
She
just
will.
few
She
seasons ago
will when
she emptied a whole table under Margaret.
she will
She
if
did.
she has to. But I feel that sometimes people want to poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear. And when the bear comes out, then you don't know how to handle it. Don't do it if you can't handle it. Don't dish out what
Yeah.
you can't take. That's how I
I
feel.
think that because she's been through so much shit, she literally lost both of her parents.
Parents,
She got
right.
divorced. She went to prison.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she went through a lot on this show. And that will change a person. So
Change
I
a
think
person, right?
that's the change that you see, is to where she, you know, don't want all this bullshit drama, but she will react to it if you insist on bringing her into it.
Correct. Indeed. Years of things, trauma will change a person for the good
And
or the
she's
bad.
been going to therapy. She said
That's
that
that's
last
good.
season. She's been going to therapy.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Yay for Teresa, because that's my girl. All right.
Yeah. Martha Vineyard.
Let's go to Martha. Hey Martha. When Natalie going home?
Well,
Tasia
baby, next week is the finale, so I guess she ain't leaving the rest of the season.
And I'm so happy. Tasia was like, no, I don't want to talk right now. No, it's my last day. No. Thank you. I was hoping she would be like, no, I don't want this. That's a woman right there. She's like, I just she could sniff out the bullshit that was getting ready to happen. Because I felt there was no need for that conversation to be had. And Amir,
It
you should
wasn't.
have stopped her from going to go talk to her. And then what even before that, Shanice, Noelle, and Bria, whatever,
Yeah.
should have not been having conversations, obviously, around Natalie. Because that shit don't work.
But like Noelle said, those three girls are used to having girl talk, and it's staying there. I
And
know what you're
that's
saying. I know
that's
what
what I'm
you're
saying.
saying. Natalie's new, so she don't know like that. But I don't feel like they should be. Like, I can understand how they would just assume that, okay, what happens here stays there. Because when Natalie said,
When it's
I can
them
bring this
three,
conversation to Tasha,
they
they
should have been
all said no. They
like,
all said they don't want to be involved in that. That should have set off a light bulb in Natalie's
and
fucking
her, and
head,
not to do
not
it.
to say nothing.
That shit pissed me off so bad. And then she gonna be touching that girl hair. Get off of her. What are you doing? Stop caressing her. She ain't
There
no
is
fucking
so
dog.
many red flags.
So many. So the first red flags when she stepped in the house and was telling everybody, oh, was it that part? Or she was telling them that she made way more than Amir.
Mm-hmm. That
Red
she
flag
made
number one.
more than a mirror. That she can't be around all this,
Can't be around
and
all
like
this.
just she only drinks classic Azul.
Was hide the damn bottle in the room. Like, what are we? Don't bring her back.
Don't never wash your ass before you go to bed.
With the swimsuit on, you little nasty.
Here's my theory though,
Go ahead.
because I kind of studied how she acted in this past episode. Here's my theory.
Okay.
I feel like Natalie probably told Amir that she wants to be on this show with him, and she's not comfortable with him being on this show without her because she wants it to be known that they're together, or whatever. And so when she got to the house, her and Amir probably like, okay, let's do this or that or whatever. Like, this will step your game up. So they'll probably cast you next year. She tried it and she flopped because she don't know shit. She don't know what the fuck she's doing.
Right.
And then that's why Amir went on that podcast that said that if Natalie's not there next year, that he might not be there either. I think Natalie planted the bug in his ear that she needs to be there with him, or she don't want him to be there.
Right, and he trying to hustle. No, sir. Y'all go do something else. Somebody said that she need to be put on since you do real estate, buying Beverly Hills or selling the OC, or I think that's the other show that's on Netflix. Or selling Sunset, some shit like that. I'm like, this the wrong show for you, baby.
I've been watching reality TV for a long time.
Right.
I don't see it from Miss Natalie. I don't see her as a reality TV star.
And period. For me, she's just being messy and causing drama in the house that's not necessary. Because understandably, and I understand why Nick was upset. I'd be pissed off too. Like, we see you being flirty. He was like, I don't be flirty. Hansy, he done had a conversation about that. He be looking one. Granted, he's a man. He gonna look. Shanice, you run around with your titties out. Then ain't you the one that said you could fuck him? Tell me where I'm wrong.
I mean,
just saying. I mean, but
I don't want to slut shame.
I'm not slut. I wasn't slut shaming her at all. I wasn't, because she was having fun, and I get it. One point in time, I don't think. Never mind.
Hey, I don't see the problem.
I was fun back in the day.
Like, if you're in a group of people and y'all are drinking, having fun, dancing, you're flashing, whatever, somebody's gonna look.
Right.
I think the important thing is that he did not touch.
Did not touch at all.
Now, if he would have touched her while she was doing that, then I'd be like, yeah.
That's a problem. But, you know, Nick had every right to be upset, and I felt it.
He did.
I felt it.
I just wish that he would have been upset with Natalie for stirring the shit, because as he went one by one, they were honest, and they said, I never said you touched me. I never said you made me uncomfortable. I never said you did this. But that's how it was brought to him. Right. So I'm like, why are you not mad at Natalie?
The person that's getting ready to start the foolishness with your girlfriend.
Right. Well, like, hopefully that'll be covered at the reunion.
I'm hoping so too. And then we still got one more episode left in this season, and I do look forward to the reunion. I cannot wait to see this.
Okay? Oh, I was listening to an interview with Preston this morning, and he said that they only filmed the reunion for 3.5 hours. It might just be a part one.
But you're probably right. It is probably just a part one. That's it. It's not going to be a long drawn out. I could see that. So,
something else I took issue with this episode before we get off of that.
Oh, what you getting ready to talk about? Simon?
Bria and Simon, yeah.
Man, that was a red flag right there.
That had my blood hot.
But remember, I told you when we were sitting at the table, I was like, yo, there's something else. Something has happened, and this is the boiling point where she just can't take it no more. And that's why she was like, I can't do this. Then she goes into talking about what happened when she was over in Germany. What? So there is shit happening. You don't feel protected. And when you with somebody that you love and they love you, you're supposed to feel like they're going to protect you. And if he don't, baby, you don't need to be with that person. Like, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
They made up. And then they made up and stayed together. I'm like, I would have been for. I wish the fuck my fiance would have me around some people that say some racist shit to me. I tell him about it, and he blames me and says I'm the problem.
That's a problem.
We done. I'm packing my shit up. We done. Don't say shit else to me. That's all I need to know. Like that's a huge problem.
Too old in our age to be trying to teach somebody how to be a human being.
That's common sense. If your girlfriend tells you that your friends said these racist comments to her and she don't want to be around them no more, and don't bring her around them no more.
Listen, I guarantee you nothing was said to them people.
No, probably not. And if it was said, Bria probably was the one that had to say it.
Correct.
But that had me hot. I was like, I wouldn't. I could
not. That part pissed me off. I'm like, so y'all getting back? You getting back together with him for why? You just said how he don't make you feel secure and safe. Why? What is it,
This
honey?
better be his last fucking chance.
Honestly, I'm sick of. I'm over her. I'm gonna be for real. I know she's one of the ones that you know do like. I just don't.
I like everybody. Let's not put it out there like she's my favorite. I don't have no problems with nobody
I
except
said
for
one of
Natalie.
the ones that you like. I just don't
Yeah,
care
but
for.
I'm saying I like everybody, so it
Okay.
don't matter. You can't say one of the ones like it's like a handful.
Okay.
I
So
like the
all
whole
that you
cast.
like. I like the cast too, but that one right there, if she go, I'll be fine with it too. Bye, peace. Cause like
I mean,
what
honestly, if she go, where's that drama gonna come from? Let's be real.
you
I mean,
just
I love them.
say,
That's a very light watch, but you don't want to just watch them get drunk and have fun for 15 episodes. Let's be
okay,
honest.
okay, you're right.
I think she is needed.
Maybe I can bring somebody else. They can bring no, not never mind. We'll keep the ones we
Now,
got.
because they're gonna be too new, and it's gonna piss us
We
off.
don't. We're not gonna do it. Wonder if they bring Mariah back.
I would like for them to bring Mariah back.
I like her.
I wouldn't mind that.
Hmm.
Leave Phil at home.
Yeah, he can stay. He don't need to come back. I'm okay with him not being there. But yeah,
But that's all
that
I
whole
got.
I mean, that was just mind blowing. I'm like, what? You gonna go back, girl? Anyways, yeah, that's all I got.
Couldn't have been me.
It would definitely
I'd
not be
rather be
me.
homeless.
I'd rather be bad all by myself. Shit, fuck
I know
that.
that's right.
Hmm. But yes,
Well, can we go back down south to go to Huntsville now?
let's get there, hunty. Ooh, I finished it in the car. I literally had 5 minutes left. That's all I had
Mm,
left in that episode. Mel said what she said, and she stood on business, and she don't play, and she not
you
playing.
don't.
And I can understand that she don't need no extraness in her life, and I get it. I don't need it my way. I wish you the best of luck, but no, it's a no for me. It's a no. Mm-mm. Damn.
I I do feel a little like I completely understand Melody's position and
Yeah.
not wanting to do anything with Kiki anymore, and not being able to trust her, and I even wanted to like even play around with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I do know that it stems from all the shit that Martell has put her through in their marriage and even
Well,
now
yeah,
today.
that's that's a nice chunk
And
of it.
yeah, but I also wish that she could soften her heart a little bit and be a little more forgiving instead of just cutting off at the impasse.
She's got a guard up.
I understand. I'm not faulting her at all. I'm not saying she's wrong. I just hate when people go through stuff and it hardens them to that point where they can't
Yeah,
trust. You know what I mean?
and she
But
came
also,
because
like,
of
I
what.
just hope that her heart softens to where she can give people second
Give
chances.
her time. Give her time. I know she will. But the whole Martell thing and then Kiki going and leaking things to bloggers or whatever. Like, I can't trust you anymore. I can't tell you anything. You can't be in my inner circle if you're gonna go out and go talk about it. See, I get it completely 100%. Nope. Can't have you around.
Yeah,
Got to go.
yeah.
Hmm.
But and then Martell talking to Maurice and
Marcel,
thank you.
you're welcome. The M&Ms.
How about that? The Eminem and M, they all
The
got M
M&Ms.
names.
All of them got M names. Yeah.
My
Like
God, talking to Martell is like talking to a fucking brick wall,
it
and
is
I
a brick
can't.
wall.
It's
He
so
said it was
frustrating to
pointless going over
watch.
there because he's not gonna listen. He doesn't understand at all,
Mhm.
at all of why what he did was like
And
fucked
you
up.
know why? Because his mama coddles him and tells him
I
everything he's
told
doing
you
is
that.
right. That's
I
why.
said it. I was like,
You
his
did
mama
say
looked like
that.
one of them mamas that be like, that wasn't my son. He can't he don't do no wrong.
Right.
Mm.
But the literal only thing that I agree with Martell on, possibly throughout this entire series, is that he had a right to go and defend himself because of the charge he got. Makes it seem like he was beating somebody and he wasn't.
Mm.
So the harassment communications did fall under domestic violence charge. However, he was not physically abusing anybody. And when you see domestic violence as a charge, that's automatically your mind goes to
Exactly, like you're
get
gonna
the hell
think you
out of the
put
way.
your hands on somebody.
So
Right.
for him wanting to put his side of the story out and say, no, it was over some harassing text messages, not
And that should have been
anything
it.
physical. Yeah, that's the only thing I'll give him.
Only
That's
thing
the only thing I'll give him, because I would want to do that as well. Everything else, fuck you.
was too much. He don't listen, and I don't know if he gonna learn. Hell, he should have learned this time, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
He's narcissistic. He ain't gonna learn nothing.
Very narcissistic. That motherfucker right there. Ugh. And she was married to him. Oh Lord.
The Lord himself could come down from the heavens and tell Martell he's wrong, and Martell would still try to argue that he's right.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. For sure. Oh, and then there's Sunny and Destiny and Moses. Whew.
That's what got me fucked up. Like, I ain't never seen no shit like this before on TV.
I'm trying to
Like,
get
this
the
is
timeline
crazy.
together. Like, in all sense, they making it seem like she won't nothing to Moses at all. Or this is what got me. Sunny made it seem like she didn't know who he was, never met him. He was never around when she was filming. He had other girlfriends and all this stuff. But this is somebody that you was working with. They confided in you, told you everything, so you knew who the fuck he was. You can't give me that. The stories that she's giving me, they don't.
It
The
ain't
math
adding
ain't
up.
mathing.
And she seems so upset with Destiny for some reason. She feels she got so much animosity for Destiny.
Towards
And
like
it's like,
Destiny
bitch,
did
you
something
the
to
one in
her.
the wrong. Right. I don't understand that.
She was so hostile, like, cause you know why? Cause she know what she did was wrong.
Right. But then be human and have some remorse for it though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, be like, I'm so sorry that this was fucked up. I'm so sorry that I hurt you. Like, yeah, that's my husband now and I love him, but I'm sorry that we got together this way. That you come in humble. Don't be like, well, she was a side chick and we weren't even really friends.
Right.
And like,
It was destiny for us to be together. What?
I punched that hoe in the face.
Tisha's face told it all, baby. I'm like, I can't believe this. She really said his
Keisha was
name.
standing on business, and I
She
respect
was
her for
not
that.
playing. That's her friend.
Yeah.
Like, you wrong. You trifling. That was the word, right?
That's what she said.
Trifling.
That's the word she used. Said she's trifling. And then she
And
was like, "Are we gonna have to watch our men around you? We got to watch our
it's like,
husbands."
no, I don't want y'all's. But that's what it is because that's what you did.
Right.
That's what you did. The lines ain't lining, and it was I sent her a text message and told her to call me.
The problem is she wanted to tell her after they got serious. She should have asked. She should have spoke to her and had a conversation before she even thought about entertaining dating him. That's when the conversation should have been had, not
That
after
lady
y'all already solidified it.
she didn't care. Obviously, I just wanted you to
They
know
don't
before
care
we.
about her. They wanted to get ahead of the story.
Well, to me, the story looks messy as fuck. Okay,
It is. Like that's the method that like gets me going because I'm like I cannot imagine.
right? That's crazy.
I
Like
cannot imagine.
it's just like 5. What was it? 5 months? Did she say 5 months? And then they started dating. I don't know.
I mean, just the idea that Destiny, the Sunny was Destiny's producer on this show.
Right? Who confided?
Destiny told her everything that's going on in her life, all of her innermost workings, everything, because that's the job.
Everything.
And then for her and Moses to break up, and then Sunny married that man, you can't tell me she didn't use some of that information to her benefit.
Advantage.
Yes.
She probably did. She's not gonna say that because she gonna look
No.
trifling. Ooh, sorry, Amir.
I mean, she is trifling though. Like it
She
don't matter
is.
how much time passed, you still knew all
Mm-hmm.
this shit about them as a couple. You can, even if it was subconscious, you can't tell me you didn't use some of that to your advantage.
Right. Um. Mm-mm. That's
It
crazy.
just it is crazy as hell.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Let me tell you, when I was in college, my best friend, my maid of honor, well, the one that's going to be my maid of honor,
Right.
we were roommates for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I hooked up with this dude, right? And I was telling her about how great he was, how I liked him, and all this kind of stuff. He was bisexual.
Uh-huh.
He then hit her up on a dating app and tried to get with her, even though he knew we lived together. She was like, no, because when you just with Nate, and he was like, yeah, but Nate knows we ain't nothing serious, like we're not dating or whatever. And so she came and told me about it.
Uh-huh.
And at first I was like, no, don't do that. And then I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't really care because we ain't serious. But that's the respect
That's how it's
that Sonny
supposed.
should have had for Destiny. Even though I know they may not have been that close as
But
me
there
and
was
my
some
best
type
friend
of
is.
relationship
Right,
between the two. If it wasn't friends, it was close associates, acquaintances,
right.
whatever the case
It's
may be.
still
You knew this lady.
it's a matter of respect. When you
Right.
first knew that he was pursuing you and you even thought about going out with him, you should have had the conversation with Destiny. I'm not saying ask permission,
Right. It's not
but at
asking
least
permission.
have a conversation.
Right. And that did not happen. And I'm hoping that this season we gonna see some kind of conversation happen. Because it's gonna
Oh,
happen.
by the way, my best friend didn't get with that dude.
Okay.
I just want to make that clear in case people were thinking that she did. No,
Right. Good to know. Good to know.
that it didn't happen. We both let him go after that. Well, I let him go after that, and then she never entertained it.
Entertain them. Okay. Well, see, that's a true
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
A friend doesn't cross those boundaries. There's boundaries you just don't cross. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, this season gonna be good. I'm
It's
ready.
gonna be juicy.
Yes. Woo!
I thought I had a lot more to say. I don't think I do.
I don't either. I don't either. We covered everything, right? Jersey, Martha's Vineyard, Buying Beverly Hills, and Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I think we have one episode left of Buying Beverly Hills for that season. So
No, we have two.
we have two.
We have to watch episode 9
Oh,
for
okay.
next week's episode of this show, and then 10. 10 is the
Then
finale.
10. Okay, I got you. I got you. I thought it was just one. I thought it was 9.
If you want to, we could go ahead and watch both of them. Let's cover both next week
We can.
and get it
We can
out
do
the
that.
way.
And get it out the way. Okay.
Yeah,
That'll work for
we can do
me.
that.
I mean, we got all weekend.
We work this weekend.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. We got all weekend on our breaks.
True.
Because we won't be able. Well, I mean, we can watch Love and Marriage on Sunday, but I don't know.
Yeah, but we got the app now, baby. We can watch that at home. We ain't got to worry
Watching at
about
the house.
it.
We done upgraded. We got it. So yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Philo, wherever the fuck you say it.
Right. I don't know how to say it. Philo, one of the two. Thank you. But
One of the
yeah.
two.
But
I
I
know they're gonna take that $25.
don't right. They're gonna snatch it right out. But yeah, I don't have nothing else. That why we still got like 15 minutes?
I know this is the shortest episode we done
Yeah,
did.
we've done right.
And I
Man.
can't, you know what? Last night I was telling my fiance, I said, ooh, I can't wait to film because I got all this shit to talk.
And
And
then
then
we
I
gave
got
you
on
like
here and
crickets.
I done ran through it.
Right. I didn't take no notes last week, no nothing. I'm like trying to remember everything that we done watched and what's been said and what's been going on. So yeah. Mm.
I stopped taking notes months ago.
I do it every now and then just so I can remember the stuff that I need to talk about. And that's when I
I
do have my
just,
notepad and stuff near me.
yeah, I just fly off the cuff. I
I
would say, like, for our hot tea sessions, I will save stuff in my phone, and then right
try,
before we start filming, I kind of like look through it just to kind of like refresh my memory.
right.
But as far as like note taking like I used to, I ain't got time.
Honestly, we don't.
Honestly, we need a producer.
That's what we need. We need
We
something.
need a producer, and we need a social media manager because I can't keep up my our social medias either.
It's so much.
I'm trying, but I can't. I don't fell off a TikTok. I
It's
ain't even
okay.
posted nothing on Facebook or Instagram this week.
We'll get it done.
We need some help.
It's a lot.
We need some volunteers because I ain't paying nobody to do shit. Let me
We
say
don't
that. We need
know.
some volunteers.
We need volunteers. We ain't paying.
Not
Unpaid
yet. We ain't
internships.
there.
I'm just playing.
Yes, not
We
there.
are not there at all. Hell no. Shit. But yes.
Well, you got anything to talk about?
I don't have anything else. We've talked about everything.
I mean, like personal life.
No, I don't. Oh well, my middle, but my baby boy is
Mm-hmm.
graduating. He's going to be stepping up to the 6th grade, so that's next Tuesday. So I'm really excited about that. Got family coming in town and doing
Oh,
a little celebration and stuff. So yes,
that's nice. Am I invited?
you can come. You want to come? It's at 9.
You always say some shit like that, but you don't be meaning it.
I'll send you the address, and then we go on the Outback. That's where he want to go eat it.
Because the last two times you went to South Carolina to be with your family, I asked if I could come. You said, yeah,
You
you
gotta
got to drive
drive.
yourself. You was like, you can't ride with us, though.
I ain't say that only because so many of us in the
That's what you
car.
meant.
Nate, don't start. I need a
I'm not
truck.
that big. We can pack it in like old school. I can lay on the floor.
My car ain't that big.
What kind of car you got?
You seen my car.
I don't, honey. I've seen your car one time. You think I memorized it?
It's enough. You don't remember? It's a
No.
4-door Hyundai. And that car, it ain't that big. Big enough for me to drive, and that's it.
Hmm.
My little teeny self.
Well, Shanna, I ain't gonna
Yes.
go there. Never mind. Never mind.
You know
I
I'm
ain't gonna
sick of
do
you.
it.
I'm gonna send you the address to the school. It's at 9 o'clock next Tuesday. And then we're
In the
going to
morning,
yes. Not at night. This ain't no high school or college graduation. They don't even be that late.
I think I got something to do that morning. I'm sorry.
Sick of you already.
But thank you for the invitation that I had to ask for, though. That was real nice of you. I appreciate it.
Get off. Bye. Sick of you.
All right.
Anyways.
Well, I guess if you like what you've heard and or
Yeah.
seen, and you want,
Hey. Oh Lord, my computer about to die. Hurry up.
okay, if you like what you see and want to hear more, please like, download, comment, subscribe, and we will be back. Do all of the positive things, and
All
we'll be
of
back
it.
next week.
Yeah. Peace.
Bye.